Israel's rebirth in 1948 started a prophetic countdown, and when you do the biblical math, 2026 emerges as a critical year in God's timeline. What I'm about to show you will blow your mind. If you want to know where we are on God's prophetic calendar, you don't look at Washington, Beijing, or Moscow. You look at Jerusalem, because Israel is God's timepiece for the nations. And right now, that timepiece is ticking loudly towards something significant in 2026. Let's start with Jesus' words in Matthew 24, verse 32. He said, "Learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near." The fig tree in Scripture represents Israel. For nearly 2,000 years, Israel was scattered among the nations. The fig tree was dormant. But on May 14, 1948, Israel was reborn as a nation. The fig tree started budding. Jesus said, "This generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened." Now here's where it gets specific. A biblical generation is often calculated as 70 to 80 years based on Psalm 90 verse 10. If you add 70 years to 1948, you get 2018. If you add 80 years, you get 2028. We are right now in that generation window. But there's more. In Jewish tradition, the number 8 represents new beginnings. And 2026 marks 78 years since Israel's rebirth, a combination of completion, 7, and new beginnings, 8. Now look at current events through a prophetic lens. Ezekiel 38 describes a coalition of nations that will come against Israel in the last days, Gog and Magog. The nations listed? Russia, Magog, Iran, Persia, Turkey, Togarmah, Libya, and Sudan. These exact nations are aligning right now in ways that have never happened before in history. Zechariah 12 verse 3 says, "On that day, when all the nations of the earth are gathered against her, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all the nations." Turn on the news. Every eye is on Jerusalem. Every international conflict somehow traces back to Israel. The peace deals being discussed, the talk of rebuilding the temple, the Abraham Accords, the alignment of hostile nations. These aren't random political events. These are prophetic signs that we're approaching the climax of the age. And here's what many people don't realize. Your destiny is connected to how you respond to Israel. Genesis 12 verse 3, "I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse." Your position toward Israel affects your position with God. So what do you do with this information? First, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Psalm 122 verse 6 promises blessings for those who do. Second, stay alert to prophetic signs. And third, make sure your heart is right with God because time is short. We're not just watching history unfold. We're watching prophecy unfold. This should create urgency in your soul to live right, witness boldly, and prepare for Christ's return. Subscribe to stay updated on prophetic developments. Hit that notification bell. Comment, "Pray for Israel," if you're standing with God's covenant people. The countdown is accelerating.